There is a silence that comes right before the thunder, a specific kind of heaviness in the air that signals the atmosphere is about to break. You are feeling it right now, aren't you? It is not anxiety, it is not fear, though your heart might be racing. It is the sensation of a clock ticking down the final seconds of a season you have endured for far too long. There are exactly 60 seconds left on the spiritual clock before everything shifts. This is not a metaphor. This is a divine alignment. You have clicked on this video because your spirit recognized the call before your mind could even process the title. There is a secret about your son. Whether he is a young child holding your hand, a grown man navigating his own storms, or a promise you are still waiting to conceive, there is a secret about him that has been hidden in the shadows, and the revelation of this secret is the key that unlocks the door you have been pounding on for years. Someone is about to realize what they walked away from. Someone is about to see the value they refused to acknowledge. But before we get to them, we have to talk about you and the battle you have been fighting in the quiet of your own home. Please do not click away. The next few minutes are not just information, they are a confirmation. If you have been seeing repeating numbers, feeling sudden waves of emotion that don't belong to you, or waking up between 3 and 4 in the morning with a heavy heart, this message is the answer to the prayer you haven't even found the words to speak yet. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. There is a reason the attacks have been so focused on your family, specifically regarding your son. The enemy does not waste ammunition on empty targets. The intensity of the struggle is proof of the magnitude of the destiny attached to his life, and by extension, yours. But here is the good news. The struggle is not a sign of defeat. It is the birth pangs of a new reality. The universe has been forging a new path for you, opening doors that once seemed permanently shut. And right now, heaven is initiating a process that will vindicate every tear you have cried in secret. I need you to take a deep breath. Release the tension in your shoulders. You are safe here. This is our community, a sanctuary for those who believe that there is more to life than what we can see with our physical eyes. If you are ready to receive this revelation, if you are ready to understand the secret that is about to change your family's trajectory, go ahead and click that like button. It's a small gesture, but in the realm of energy, it is a signal of openness. It tells the universe, I am ready to receive. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. You do not want to miss the moment the breakthrough happens. Let's talk about the person who left, the person who misunderstood you. We all have that figure in our story, the one who looked at the diamond and saw only coal. Perhaps it was a partner, a family member, or someone who was supposed to be a father figure to your son. They walked away, or they stayed but remained emotionally distant, treating your precious child as an inconvenience or an afterthought. They thought they were making a decision for their own freedom. They thought they were moving on to better things. But here is the spiritual truth they didn't account for. You cannot walk away from a divine connection without consequences. For months, maybe even years, they have feigned indifference. They have worn a mask of success and happiness, posting the highlights of their life while you picked up the pieces of yours. But God has a way of working in the silence. While they were running, God was working on your son. This is the first part of the secret. You have worried that their absence or their rejection would damage him. You have stayed up at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering if you are enough, wondering if the lack of that influence would leave a permanent scar. But listen closely. What you thought was a rejection was actually a divine protection. God had to remove that influence because it was too small for the destiny your son carries. If they had stayed, they would have capped his potential. If they had stayed, they would have planted seeds of doubt that would have taken decades to uproot. Their departure created a vacuum that God filled with his own presence. But now, the shift is happening. This is where the science of spiritual connection comes in. We know from quantum mechanics that particles, once connected, remain connected regardless of distance. It's called quantum entanglement. In the spiritual realm, we call it a soul tie. That person who dismissed you, they are beginning to feel a disturbance in their spirit. It started as a whisper, a random memory of your son's laugh, a sudden flash of your face when they were driving. They pushed it away, but the frequency is increasing. The 60-second countdown has begun in their spirit. They are entering a season of holy haunting. Not a haunting of fear, but of truth. The blinders are being ripped off. They are starting to see that the grass wasn't greener, it was artificial turf. They are realizing that in their pursuit of what they thought they wanted, they left behind the very blessing God had intended for them. I want to ask you a question, and I want you to be honest in the comments. Have you felt a sudden, unexplained wave of sadness or anxiety recently, even when your day was going well? Type yes in the comments if this has happened to you. That sensation is often not yours. It is the telepathic reception of their regret. You are picking up on their emotional signal because the connection is being reactivated, but this time, the dynamic has flipped. You are no longer the one chasing. You are no longer the one begging to be seen. You are the one standing still, anchored in your power, while they are the ones being shaken awake. The secret about your son is this: he is the catalyst for their awakening. There is a specific light in him, a specific integrity and strength that you have nurtured, which is now shining so brightly in the spirit realm that it is impossible to ignore. Even if they haven't seen him in years, his spirit is ministering to them. They are looking at their current life. Perhaps it's empty, perhaps it's filled with people who don't truly care about them, and they are comparing it to the purity of what they left behind. They are realizing that your son represents a legacy they foolishly abandoned. This is the moment of the tremble. The premise of our video today mentioned that someone's heart trembles as they speak your name. This is real. It is the trembling of a conscience waking up from a coma. They are realizing that you were right. All those times you spoke life into them, all those times you tried to warn them, all those times you stood in the gap for your family, you were right. And the weight of that realization is crushing their pride. Truth has a way of dissolving ego not by force, but by sheer persistence. It is like water wearing down a rock. Your prayers, your integrity, your quiet survival, it has been the water, and their heart is the rock, and the rock is finally breaking. But why now? Why, after all this time, is the clock hitting the final 60 seconds? Because you have passed the test. You see, this wasn't just about them learning a lesson. It was about you learning yours. You had to learn that you are whole on your own. You had to learn that your son's future is not dependent on a human man or woman, but on his heavenly Father. You had to release the bitterness. I know it wasn't easy. I know there were days you wanted to scream at the injustice of it all. But you kept going. You kept loving. You kept providing. And that vibrational frequency of resilience has now reached a tipping point. The universe responds to who you are, not just what you want, and you have become a person of substance. Before I reveal the second part of this secret, the part that is going to give you a specific strategy for the next 24 hours, I need to challenge you. Are you truly ready for them to return, or are you ready for the resolution? There is a difference. Sometimes the person returns physically, sometimes they return only to apologize and release you. Sometimes the vindication comes from seeing them from a distance, knowing they finally understand while you move forward into a better future without them. You must be open to God's version of this victory, not just your ego's version. If you are ready for God's best, type, "I trust your timing" in the comments below. Let that be your declaration today. Now, the second part of the secret, this is crucial. The secret about your son is that he is a Joseph. In the Bible, Joseph was rejected by his brothers, thrown into a pit, and sold into slavery. He was separated from his father. It looked like his life was over. It looked like the family was broken beyond repair. But God was using that separation to position Joseph in a palace. God was using the time apart to prepare Joseph to save the very people who rejected him. Your son has a Joseph anointing. The rejection he faced was necessary to get him out of a toxic environment and into a place where he could grow his character without interference. The person who left was like the brothers, blinded by jealousy or immaturity. But just as Joseph's brothers eventually had to come to Egypt and bow before the truth of who Joseph had become, the person who dismissed your son is about to encounter his royalty. They are going to see him, whether on social media, through a mutual friend, or in a chance encounter, and they will be struck by his presence. They won't see the little boy they ignored. They will see a young king. They will see the fruit of your labor. And that visual, that energy, will pierce their heart more than any angry text message you could ever send. This is why you must remain silent right now. This is the 60 seconds left warning. Do not pick up the phone. Do not send the paragraph explaining your pain. Do not try to force a conversation. The silence is your loudest weapon. In these final moments of the shift, your silence is the vacuum that pulls the truth to the surface. If you speak now, you interrupt the process. If you try to vindicate yourself, you step out of God's courtroom and into the street. Let the judge of all the earth handle this case. He has never lost a battle. There is a biological component to this as well. When a parent, especially a father, is estranged from his child, there is a biological dissonance that occurs over time. Nature demands connection. Evolutionarily speaking, a man's legacy is his offspring. When he denies that, he is fighting against his own DNA. This creates an internal stress, a subconscious anxiety that manifests as irritability, lack of focus, and a feeling of being unfulfilled. He may try to fill it with work, with other relationships, with substances, but the void is shaped like his son. He is currently experiencing the peak of this dissonance. He is feeling an urge to go home, even if he doesn't logically understand where that urge is coming from. He is dreaming about the past. He is remembering the moments he took for granted. And for you, the mother or the parent who stayed, your secret power is your peace. The enemy wants you frantic right now. The enemy wants you checking their profile every 5 minutes. The enemy wants you in a state of lack. But you must flip the script. You must operate from a state of overflow. Look at your son today. Really look at him. See the miracle that he is. He is breathing. He is growing. He is learning. He has survived the storm because you were his anchor. That is the victory. The rest, the apology, the return, the vindication, that is just the cherry on top. When you shift your focus from what is missing to what is present, you accelerate the timeline. Gratitude is the fastest way to manifest restoration. I want to share a quick story about a woman in our community. Let's call her Sarah. Sarah's husband left when their son was 3 years old. He said he wasn't ready to be a father. He moved to another state, started a new life. Sarah was devastated. She prayed for years for him to come back. Nothing happened. Finally, she let go. She focused on her son, Michael. She poured into him. She taught him about faith, about integrity. When Michael turned 12, he won a regional science fair. His picture was in the paper. The father, miles away, saw it online. Something broke in him. He realized he had missed the best years of an incredible life. He reached out, not with excuses, but with tears. He told Sarah, "I thought I was escaping a burden, but I realized I was escaping my blessing." It didn't happen overnight, but the restoration began because Sarah stopped chasing and started building. Your building season is what attracts the harvest. We are approaching the final moments of this video, and this is where the rubber meets the road. I told you there were 60 seconds left on the clock. That means the time for action is now. What do you do with this information? How do you position yourself for this Jesus-revealed moment in your life? Because ultimately, this is about Jesus revealing his power through your situation. It is about the resurrection of a dead thing. First, you must forgive. I know, you don't want to hear that. They don't deserve it. But forgiveness is not for them. It is for you. It is the act of cutting the energetic cord of bitterness that keeps you tethered to the pain. As long as you hate them, you are tied to them. When you forgive, you release the debt. You say, "God, I trust you to handle the justice. I am stepping out of the way." This frees your hands to receive the new blessing. If you are holding onto a grudge, your hands are too full to catch the miracle. Second, you must speak life over your son. Every morning for the next 7 days, I want you to lay your hand on his head, or on his photo if he is not with you, and say, "You are a child of the Most High. You are a son of promise. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. The secret of the Lord is upon you." This activates the spiritual shield around him. It amplifies the signal that is being sent to the one who needs to return or repent. Third, prepare for contact. When the shift happens, it often comes suddenly. A text out of the blue, a letter, a knock on the door. When it happens, do not react with your old emotions. Do not vomit all your past pain onto them in the first moment. Listen. Profound reverence for what they failed to see is growing in them, but it is fragile. If you attack them, they will retreat into their shell of defense. Stand in your dignity. Listen to what they have to say. Discern if it is genuine repentance or just loneliness. You have the spirit of discernment. Trust it. The title of this message is Jesus Revealed. In the story of the prodigal son, the father saw the son coming from a long way off. He was watching, he was waiting. But in your story, the roles might be reversed. The prodigal might be the parent who left, and you are the one who has stayed in the house of the Father. You have been faithful, and God is saying to you, "Son, daughter, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours." Do not be jealous of the grace God might show them. Celebrate the restoration, because when they come back, or when they finally acknowledge the truth, it is a victory for the kingdom. It means the enemy failed to destroy your family unit. It means love won. There is a palpable tension in the spirit right now. Can you feel it? It's the sound of walls coming down. Jericho is falling. The walls that were built around that person's heart to keep you out are crumbling. They are remembering your kindness. They are remembering your cooking. They are remembering the way you looked at them with hope. Those memories are being weaponized by the Holy Spirit to bring them to their knees, not to humiliate them, but to humble them, to bring them back to the source of love. As we close this session, I want to give you a micro challenge. This is for those who are serious about seeing this shift manifest. In the comments, I want you to write down one quality about your son that you are proud of. Just one word or phrase: his kindness, his resilience, his smile. By writing it down, you are testifying to the secret treasure that he is. You are publicly acknowledging what the other person failed to see, and you are energetically claiming his worth. Do that right now. Scroll down and leave that testimony. It matters. And listen, if this message resonated with you, if you felt that burning in your chest that says, "This is for me," then you need to stay connected to this channel. We are building an army of people who are taking back their families through spiritual warfare and practical wisdom. Click that subscribe button. Share this video with a friend who is raising a child alone, or someone who is waiting for a prodigal to return. You might be the messenger God uses to save their hope today. The clock has run out. The 60 seconds are up. The shift is here. Walk in it. Walk in the confidence that you are seen, you are known, and you are loved. The secret is out. Your son is a king in the making, and you are the queen who raised him. The world is about to see it, and the one who left is about to regret it until they repent and align with the truth. Stay strong. Stay faithful. The best is not just coming, it is here. Now, before you go, I have one final thing to tell you. The next video on this screen is about the specific signs that someone is thinking about you right now. If you want to know if he or she is currently in that state of regret we talked about, you need to watch that next. It will explain the physical symptoms you might be feeling. Click it now and let's go deeper. God bless you, and remember, the unseen is more real than the seen. Your victory is already written. There are junctures in life where a palpable tension arises, a holy anticipation that something monumental is about to break through. You have been standing at this juncture for what feels like an eternity. The wind is changing, the air is thinning. You can feel the static on your skin. This is the atmosphere of a miracle. Do not give up now. You are too close to the finish line to stop running. The angels are cheering. The cloud of witnesses is watching. And the secret about your son, the secret of his immense value and the divine protection over his life, is the key that turns the lock. Imagine a scenario. It's a Tuesday afternoon, ordinary, quiet. And then the phone rings. It's the number you haven't seen in ages. Or perhaps it's a letter in the mail. The handwriting is familiar. Your heart skips a beat. This is not a fantasy. This is a prophecy for someone listening right now. The silence is about to be broken. The question is, will you be ready? Will you answer with grace or with pain? Prepare your heart now so that when the moment comes, you can step into it with the authority of someone who has already won the battle in prayer. Let's go back to the Son. Why is the focus on him? Because he represents the future. The enemy attacks the future because he has no future, but God protects the future. Your son is the arrow in your quiver. You have pulled the bow back. The tension has been immense. The further back the arrow is pulled, the farther it flies. You have been in the pulling back season. It's been uncomfortable. It's been painful. But God is about to release the string. Your son is going to fly further than you ever imagined, and the person who walked away is going to watch that flight from the sidelines, amazed at how high he soars without their help. That is the ultimate vindication. Not that they come back to save you, but that they realize you never needed saving, you just needed God. This energetic shift is subtle but profound. It is orchestrated from a realm beyond our sight, and it has your name on it. This is no mere coincidence. Divine providence has guided you to this very moment. Even if you cannot perceive it with your senses, a grand alignment is taking place in the background. Heaven has initiated a process, a sacred unfolding that, while currently veiled, is imbued with divine significance. Think about the nights you cried yourself to sleep, shielding your son from your own tears so he wouldn't worry. You thought you were hiding your pain, but God was collecting every tear in a bottle. He has not forgotten. He is a God of justice. But his justice looks like restoration. It looks like making the enemy pay back sevenfold what was stolen. What was stolen from you? Peace, joy, confidence, a father figure for your child? Get ready for the payback. It's coming in the form of a double portion. Your spirit has grown weary from carrying silent burdens, yet you've persevered, holding on to hope and listening for that guiding inner voice. And now, a celestial whisper assures you that you are seen and remembered. This period has not been one of stagnation, but of quiet, intentional shaping. You are not the same person you were when they left. You are stronger, you are wiser, you are more connected to the source. And that makes you dangerous to the darkness. Someone's heart trembles as they speak your name, not from fear, but from a profound reverence for what they failed to see, what they misunderstood until clarity began to dawn. This entire time, your quiet strength and integrity have been speaking volumes in the unseen. A person who once dismissed your value is now awakening to the depth of their loss, not by force, but because truth has a way of dissolving pride. They attempted to move forward, feigning indifference to the world, but in their solitude, your memory persists, an unshakable melody in their soul. The time is fast approaching when confusion will yield to clarity, when the unfinished parts of your story will find their meaning. Someone who was unable to speak will find the courage to voice what has long needed to be said, not through manipulation, but as a timely arrival of truth. This is the prelude to a new chapter, one written not by fear, but by unwavering faith. I want you to close your eyes for a moment, just for a few seconds. Visualize your son. Visualize him happy, whole, and surrounded by light. Now visualize the person who caused you pain. Visualize them bathed in that same light, their eyes opening, their hearts softening. Release them to God. Say it out loud, I release you. Feel the weight lift off your chest. That release is the signal heaven was waiting for. The transaction is complete. The blessing is released. Thank you for being part of this community. Thank you for trusting us with your time. You are not alone in this journey. We are walking with you, praying with you, and believing with you. The secret is out. The victory is yours. Until next time, keep your eyes on the unseen, for that is where your miracle is being manufactured. This is your moment. This is your time. And remember, the secret about your son changes everything. It changes the past, it heals the present, and it secures the future. God bless you. See you in the next video. Welcome back. If you are here, it is because you felt the resonance of that truth deep in your spirit. You have spoken the words of release. You have entrusted your son and your situation to the Almighty. Now, we must discuss what happens in the immediate aftermath of that surrender. This is the phase that catches most people off guard. It is the phase of the great silence, followed by the sudden return. Understanding the mechanics of this spiritual season is critical, because if you misinterpret the silence, you might abort the miracle just moments before it is birthed. We need to talk about the physics of spirituality. Nature abhors a vacuum. When you were chasing, worrying, checking their social media, and crying over the lack of their presence, you were filling the energetic space with noise. You were occupying the room, so there was no space for them to enter. But the moment you truly let go, the moment you signed that decree of release in your heart, you created a vacuum. You created an empty space. And by spiritual law, that space must be filled. This is why the release is the most powerful magnetic force in the universe. You are no longer pushing, you have stopped the resistance, and now the pull begins. But here is the secret that very few people understand about the connection between a father and his son, specifically in this context of separation. There is a biological and spiritual tether that cannot be severed by distance, divorce, or silence. It is written in the code of their DNA. As your son grows, as he overcomes challenges, as he starts to walk in his own light, he emits a frequency. It is a signal. Up until now, the noise of your pain might have been interfering with that signal. But now that you have stepped back into a place of peace, the signal is clear, and the person who left is about to receive a transmission they cannot ignore. This often manifests in what psychologists and spiritual teachers call the echo effect. Suddenly, the person who walked away starts seeing your son in everything. They see a child on the street who walks like him. They hear a laugh in a crowded room that sounds just like him. They have dreams where the child is looking at them, not with anger, but with a question in their eyes. This is not hallucination. This is the spirit of the child calling out to the spirit of the father. It is the deep calling unto the deep. The bond is being activated because you got out of the way and let God do the work. I want you to pay close attention to the next few weeks. The atmosphere in your home is going to change. You will feel lighter. Your son will seem more settled, perhaps even more mature. He picks up on your emotional state, and as you stabilize, he stabilizes. But outside your home, a storm is brewing in the heart of the one who left. They are entering a season of divine discomfort. Have you ever felt restless without knowing why? Have you ever felt a sudden urge to fix something you broke years ago? That is what is happening to them right now. The illusion of their freedom is cracking. They thought freedom meant escaping responsibility, but they are learning that true freedom is found in fulfilling your purpose. And part of their purpose is tied to that boy. Before I explain the 3 specific signs that this shift is occurring, I need you to make a commitment. This is crucial. You must commit to not interfering with the process. When the first sign appears, your instinct will be to jump in, to help, to facilitate. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.